Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, LR crew. I hope that you all have been well. Guess what? Guess what? One of my loyal subscribers sent me some documents that show the petition that Boo made in regards to the divorce proceedings with his ex-wife Alicia Kim. So you know, right? You know that we're going to discuss it. So stay tuned for my discussion and my reaction to this petition that I received, and I read it thoroughly, so let us get to discussing this petition. But first, let me give a shout out to Queen B, who commented on one of my previous videos. Now, let's get right into it. The document states that on December 21st, 2023, a petition was filed including a dispute between, I'm not going to call their names, you know them as Boo and Alicia Kim, for the dissolution of marriage. This petition was filed in a certain district court in a certain county in Florida. I'm not going to be specific in this video, guys, because I don't want to put out, their personal information. So just bear with me. I'm still going to give you the information, but I'm going to censor some of the details. The case filing date as seen on the document is December 21st, 2023. The case number is seen at the top of the document, and it shows that it was e-filed, and it shows the date and the time that it was received in the morning of that day. It has the true names of the parties, and it says, Petition for Dissolution of Marriage, General Allegations. Action for dissolution of marriage. This is an action for dissolution of marriage between the petitioner husband, his name is there, and the respondent wife, Alicia's name is there, and is saying that the petitioner, the husband, has been a resident of Florida for more than 6 months before filing this petition. Marriage of the parties. The parties were married to each other on January 27th in the year 2019 in Jamaica. The next point was saying that is irretrievably broken. The marriage between the parties is irretrievably broken. Non-military affidavit, neither party is in the military service of the United States, and there is no minor children born of this marriage. Next on the document, I see the heading assets. So it's saying that the parties have assets to be divided. The parties own 2 YouTube channels, Boo Lifestyle and Alicia Kim. The document states that Alicia Kim's YouTube channel was created before the marriage, and that the channel Boo Lifestyle was started during the marriage. It's saying that, no, the parties were married, right? And at the time of the marriage, the wife only had 1,500 subscribers, that would be Alicia Kim, on her YouTube channel. And that during the marriage, that the parties, through marital labor, the YouTube channel grew, and it grew to over 118,000 subscribers. It specifically says that the parties grew their YouTube channels by engaging original content, and that there was a significant age gap between the husband and the wife, Alicia and Boo. The parties have made this the centerpiece of their YouTube channel's programming. The parties also present skits, live pranks, and words of wisdom to their large YouTube following. The husband's contribution to the YouTube channel has caused it to become very lucrative, and that without the husband's contribution, the wife's YouTube channel would be still struggling with her at 1,500 subscribers. It highlights that the YouTube channels generate significant income, and that sadly the wife has exerted total control over the YouTube channels. Wife controls all the bank accounts for the YouTube channels and refuses to add a husband's name to any of these accounts. Wife is in complete control of all email addresses associated with the YouTube channel. Wife controls all the money that flows from the YouTube channels and refuses to give husband an accounting of where the money is and how much money is in the account. Wife refuses to share the YouTube earnings with her husband. Upon information and belief, wife has secret bank accounts in the United States and Jamaica that is unknown to husband, where the wife has placed marital money that belongs to both parties. Upon information and belief, wife has engaged in the practice of marital waste by wasting the money in the marriage for purposes outside of the marriage. It continues, guys, and it says, the YouTube channels were worth a considerable amount of money, and the husband is entitled to his proportionate share of the worth of these YouTube channels. The document says that they do not own any real property together. or otherwise individually. I know that this is an earful, guys, so let's start our analysis of this situation. What I do notice is that the document states that they do not have any real property. So the only so-called assets mentioned in this divorce filing are the YouTube channels, Boo Lifestyle and Alicia Kim. So I can understand why Alicia Kim became frustrated prior to moving from, the alleged house that belonged to Boo's sister and relocating to the apartment complex. I could understand that, her frustration, because you remember in the video, if you watched it, they were speaking about the birds. Boo mentioned that he had the birds at that house, and he did not want to relocate because of the birds. But Alicia Kim was saying that she wanted to move. It was time to move. And he was saying he understands that she's uncomfortable and that, she thought things would have progressed to a certain level by then. And he said that he's not totally going to blame it on the COVID-19 virus, but he insinuated that the virus had something to do with their lack of accomplishments or goals, that they had planned from before. And he was very, he said that he understands that she's uncomfortable and that the unfulfillment of these goals, has caused her that discomfort. So Alicia Kim relocated from Jamaica to the United States of America to live with her husband at the time, Boo. And Boo, based on this document, does not have any assets. And as I mentioned before, they were allegedly living in his sister's home. And Boo is 30 years her senior, approximately. Let me continue. So based on this document, Boo wanted, money from Alicia Kim's channel, that channel that she would have created prior to migrating to the United States of America. And take note, guys, those channels are the only listed assets that the parties have. So basically, Alicia Kim went into a marriage with a man without assets, it would seem, or very, 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 very notable assets. And now he filed for divorce and is asking the court to grant him shares from her channel that she created. She had that, and the document mentions that she had the channel before. The channel was created before they got married. However, the Boo Lifestyle channel was created during the marriage, right? So I can understand if he would want shares in that one, or not only shares or a portion of the money that would have, been earned from that channel, but I can understand that if he wanted all that channel to himself, all the money, everything that came from that channel, he wanted it to himself, I can understand that. And if you all really were listening, paying attention to what I read from the document, he filed for divorce in December 2023. Boo was asking, as I said, for, shares from her YouTube page, and based on the documents that I received, he was not granted that request. However, he was able to keep his own YouTube channel, which is Boo Lifestyle, and Alicia Kim was able to keep her YouTube channel entitled Alicia Kim. 2 cars were mentioned. So let me correct myself. I said no, they didn't have any assets overall, but yes, they had cars. Alicia Kim posted a vlog back, I think in 2024, I think maybe it was. She posted a vlog that showed her purchasing her Kia. And based on the document, it was a 2024 Kia Sportage. And then Boo owned, I think, based on the document, he owned an Acura, 2016 or so on Acura. So each party was able to keep their respective cars. Alicia Kim was able to keep her Kia, and Boo was able to keep in his possession his Acura, and they were individually responsible for any monies that were to be paid on their vehicles. It seems that mediation was also done, and there is a mediation agreement that was dated November 7th, 2024. So that's last year. So almost 1 year ago. So they went through mediation and they made an agreement. Who remembers this video? And I'm going to play a short clip, and you can go and check out the video in its entirety on Alicia Kim's page.
January 12, 2024, and I just got served with divorce a divorce petition that was filed by my husband on December 21st, 2023 at 11:46 a.m. So I was served a summons. Yeah.
Well, Boo's channel, his new channel Boo is Back, has now been monetized. There are ads playing on his video and he currently has about 11,000 subscribers. So I think that he was trying to, the money that he was trying to get from Alicia Kim, because now he's going to be paid by YouTube, or he is being paid by YouTube. And it's thanks to Alicia Kim also, because Alicia Kim brought him on her platform and people, her viewers got to know him, and a lot of them actually admired him and loved him. And so they are now, following his journey post-divorce, as it appears that he was a handyman prior to now being a YouTube content creator. He was a handyman, and based on the documents, Alicia Kim was basically the breadwinner. She earned more than he earned. So when he mentioned in his video on his Boo is Back channel, the new channel, that Alicia, he had to be taking care of her, doing everything, and that she is a gold digger, I don't understand that. Based on the document, I don't get that. I don't understand that, because if she is making the money, how can she be the gold digger? And how can he be the one who was responsible for paying the bills if he made less? And then on top of that, he filed for divorce, and then he turned around and asked to be able to get money from her channel that she started prior to marrying him. It doesn't really add up, and I'm not on either of their side. I'm not on Alicia Kim's side or Boo's side. Like, I'm not picking any side. I'm just trying my best to be fair. But you can leave your comments below to let me know what your view is. But in my view, the things he's saying, I don't see it being substantiated in those court documents that I received. I don't see that being substantiated. Have you noticed that Alicia Kim, not even prior, but subsequent to the divorce, or even while the divorce proceedings, went on, her lifestyle did not deteriorate. Her lifestyle did not deteriorate. Yes, she made mention of, going through things mentally, being sad and trying to get herself back together. But her lifestyle didn't seem to be any worse. It actually seems to be, better than when they were living in the sister's house. Her lifestyle now seems to even be better. And after relocating from that house, things seem to have been going up from there for her. Ooh, I do not think you're telling the truth. In some respect, I don't think you're telling the truth. I do think, though, that you are trying to get the attention of viewers. I know that you have your channel. You really, you know what they want to hear. And if persons look at his channel, they'll see even his previous channel, which was Boo Lifestyle, and this channel, Boo is Back. If they look at the content, the views on the content where he speaks about Alicia Kim, in comparison to the views on the content that he does not speak about Alicia Kim, there's a significant difference. There's a significant difference in the views. He knows that people want to hear his side of the story, and there's nothing wrong with him telling his side of the story. And I am a firm believer that there are three sides, and that when somebody tells their side and the other person tells their side, that the truth might still not linger somewhere in there. But he knows that people want to hear what he has to say about Alicia Kim. Persons who are for Alicia Kim want to hear, and persons who are against Alicia Kim also want to hear what he has to say about her. Unless he really does, his initially intended content, which is, going to the gym, showing his lifestyle, his diet, and giving health advice and wellness advice. Unless he pivots to that, people are going to continue to flock to his channel with the expectation that he's going to be speaking about her, whether in a positive light or in a negative light. Well, I'll be here to watch the videos and review and give my reaction to what is being said. And I won't only do videos on Alicia Kim and Boo, but right now, things are happening, and I'm trying to keep on top of that. Thank you all, my LR crew, for your continued support by commenting on my videos, liking my videos, subscribing, sharing. I love you all. And the reception, I'm new to YouTube, but the reception has been good and I feel motivated. Let me know what you think about my reviews, what you think about my reactions. Let me know what you think about my content and what you'd like me to react to in the future. Just leave your comments below. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. And remember, it's all love over here. We are all entitled to our own opinion. So be respectful in the comments, and you can share your pointers respectfully. And if you disagree with somebody's comment, you can respond to them respectfully. Thank you for watching another video. Until next time.